Good morning, 21st of February 2026. So, I'm a bit, what's the word? Reticent to use this song, and I've had words with Spirit. So, yeah, this is under duress. I'm doing this because I don't like giving airtime to artists that I believe are not good people. But it's very relevant to what's going on in the UK at the minute, and around the globe, at Spirit Believe. So it's not the song. The song is it was very popular in its day, and then people found out what the artist was up to. Let's just say. So the song is "Do You Want to Be in My Gang?" Gary Glitter. All that glitters is not gold, and we've proved it just lately with all the famous people that are doing wrong. But it's not just famous people. We have a problem with other people. And do you want to be in my gang? Refers to the grooming gangs or any gang affiliations. Also, he says, I'm a leader. So, as we've seen in the news, princes, politicians, possibly presidents and kings all over the globe, CEOs, people who supposedly lead, but they're leading us in the wrong way. And Spirit was adamant I used the song, so forgive me, because I would not usually give this person any time I would refuse, but it is very relevant to the current climate, shall we say. And because I've been waffling, we've done it again. I've lost the card. So, let's have a look. It is the wild card. It is bringing an end to something in a positive way. There it is, in the sweet spot. Well done, Spirit. So, people staying in the comfort zone. That applies to the situation I was talking about. People don't want to rock the boat. But something here has to die, has to end, has to finish. And we're not at the new beginning stage yet. The Grim Reaper is coming in and it's going to clear the decks. 13, Scorpio energy. It's not over yet. There's far more to be found out. And that year of the snake kicked the doors on the way out, didn't it? The foundations we build from now will be stronger. He's got the foundation stone there. I heard a funny story yesterday about Houses of Parliament. There was a problem with the foundation stones. So, but this could be something personal to you. That your life wasn't built on firm foundations. You didn't have a stable family life. And perhaps you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps and studied hard and got what you deserved. And in new businesses and in new situations that you're dealing with, will profit within 3 years, even if that's a relationship. You have learnt a great deal, and now you're going to put that into action, and it will improve your financial and emotional stability. Something in the next 8 days, out of the blue, positive action being taken. But here, they're doubling down. There's people chucking themselves into the work, trying to pretend it's not happening. Health issues, hospital doors, 2 people born in the year of the dog, 2 people born in the year of the snake, Virgo energy. This is those that don't want to go within, to look at themselves and their own behaviour, that have gone off path and sold the soul. 9 and 27. So we have Bob, Dean, Hannah, Millie, Michael, Susan, Julie, Walter, Darren. All or any of them may be relevant to you or not at all. The numbers are what's important. 13 negative, 21 negative, 9 and 27 negative. Chanel and Reese also. Grandparents. But this is spirit saying they cannot help these people because they refuse to go within and look at themselves. We are at a crossroads. We cannot keep doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. We have to take a different path. Definition of insanity. There are some that will act in haste, Sagittarius energy, and will repent at leisure. The masks are off. There is a negative mindset, even black magic. There's talk of the Illuminati, stuff like that. This is criminal behaviour at its worst. Mental illness, a lack of clarity of thought. So they haven't thought this through. We've got 27 and 28, 1 and 28, Martin and Doris. So it fits big time. As a personal situation, it would be that health issues have come from all the stress of this criminal activity, that this criminal activity may be through mental illness. Someone may have a drug habit, but I don't see that here. It is just any and all criminal activity, but at the very least it is someone being revealed to be something they're not. We have Gemini, we have Virgo, we have Scorpio, and a small amount of Sagittarius. So let's have a look. Virgo is in the DC, Gemini is in the IC. Sagittarius we have in Lilith, the midheaven, and no Scorpio. So it's about the houses, I think. We've got Sagittarius in the 10th, Scorpio in the 9th, which is health, and Virgo in the 7th, which is legal matters, open enemies, etc. The colon and the prostate. So let's give the Astro Dice a go. Yeah, Sagittarius, you see. Uranus, rebellion, and the 4th house of home and family life. Your base, your foundation. But out of this, in the next 8 days, something positive that we can build on. So there's a lot of major arcanas. You have to finish what you started. You can't rush in all guns blazing and then not finish it. It has to end. So we're going to need stamina for this. It's not going to be an overnight thing. There we have financial success. That's the root of it. That's the problem. These people are financially successful. Number 10, a change. Positive change of fate. Hopefully, God willing. Oscar Richard, not Aiden. Oh, there's one. And there it is, the toxic situation. Selling the soul to the devil. Lee Ashley. There was another name yesterday. And Cancer, Home and Family Life. Loving yourself first, but not in an egotistical way, and giving that same love to others unconditionally. Treat others as you would be done by. Don't overthink this, and don't be trapped in analysis paralysis, overthinking this situation. Shame, blame. Your inner child is trapped in a circle of swords. We've seen it before. You're blindfolded, you're tired, you think there's nothing you can do about this. But there is. All you have to do is stand up and speak. Because those swords were put there by people that are no longer there. They are words, they are thoughts in your own mind or that others have said that keep you trapped in a prison. Yeah, this requires the tower to come down. As I say, because the foundations were not strong enough. An absolute blowout that will rock our world. Number 16. Neptune in Pisces. Massive arguments, accidents, losses, people being ejected. But actual losses of home. Those ivory towers we've built for ourselves have now become a prison and we have to break free. Yeah. Don't walk away from this. Finish what you started. Miracles can happen. So we can turn this around with clear minds, honest speech, and positive mindset. You have the tools. So that 1 in 28 could be negative or positive, but there are still people sitting on the fence, and that's not going to work. We cannot do this alone. We have to work together. That is Libra energy. There's two sides to the story, but and 2 years of this, so there's more to come out. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Yeah. There is knowledge yet to be gained. Secrets that will come out in the next 3 months. And words, letters will be very important. There it is. Justice will be served. 10, 11, 13, 15, 16. There's a lot coming out. Libra energy. We must tip the scales of justice. There's the number 10 again. So, massive changes. Positive run of good luck. Finally. And then we end it. And that's the card today. Today's card, so now it means something. We will be welcomed with open arms once we end this chapter. Travel to the object of your desire, be they persons, things or events. The name Jacqueline could also be important. Casey, Daniel. There it is. Both the Tower and the Hanged Man. Hanging would be too good for some of these people. This is finally putting boundaries in place. That includes borders, fences, and your defences. Not allowing people to walk all over you, to learn to say no, and not sacrifice yourself, your happiness, your people for other people. So now we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. We had the 14 yesterday, 16. You don't do that for no reason. There is a hole in the pit of our stomach that we cannot fill. And we are going to feel like our insides have been dragged out. But it has to happen. Feeling lonely in a room full of people, half erased. Invisible. There it is. Finally, when we come out fighting. This is Scorpio energy again. This is death brings rebirth. So passing and death. Let's have a look at the chart again. Because we've definitely got Libra now. Libra's in the 8th house of death and rebirth. Justice brings. Yeah, there it is. I expected to see this. This is childhood trauma. This is child abuse. This is negative people from the past coming out back that we have to deal with. And personally, that could be anybody that caused you trauma in the past, no matter how recent or how long ago. Children, childhood, and siblings. Unbelievable. Well done, Spirit. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, wait a minute. No, we haven't finished yet. We've got one more card to do. Yeah, we're not living in the past. People say don't drag the past up like that. But we're not living in the past. We're going to build a bridge, get over it. We're going to live in the now. We're going to put this to rest. But there it is, the narcissists and the children that have no love, that have not learnt how to love themselves. They are innocents, but there's also the narcissists here that think they are untouchable. So, 4th house, this could be a family matter, legally, travel is involved, legal matters, sacrifices. Don't be a martyr. Don't say yes to something that will not make you happy. It's as simple as that. Just to please other people. So it's the home, the ancestral line, and we've got the grandparents there. People born on a battlefield internalise a sense of home and will only feel secure in that environment in their adult life. Unvoiced undercurrents, so secrets, possessive people, narcissists. Your home is sought out and replicated in your adult life. You may have been the rebellious child. So Sagittarius, Uranus, they start it but they don't finish it. Unconventional beliefs direct life for this freedom-loving placement. We will rebel and be free. associated with revolutionary ideas and an urge to expose hypocrisy and humbug. There you go, exposure. It's happening. Don't let it go. Don't let it be swept under the carpet. Spirit, know that children are our future. And you were once a child, and they don't want to see any of their children harmed in any way. So, those days are running concurrent. So I would say they're very important. Ah, there it is, the 16, you see. Somebody's stirring the pot. So even though we are going to gain justice, we have to look at what they're not telling us, because they only allow certain people to get caught, is what I'm saying. They don't have a dog and bark themselves, so they get others to do it, and that's how they get away with things. We have to be very careful when we act, and it must be at a specific astrological time, I would say, possibly in March, because we've got the concurrent dates, but it could be of any month. We've got the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, 13th, 15th and 16th. So Sheridan, she was manipulating to be the puppet master of the greatest magician that ever was. However, in her laziness, in her complacency, she left the servant boy to stir the potion, and he actually became the father of the Taliesin. So let's see. So don't ask somebody else to do your job, do it yourself. Sheridan is known as a shape-shifting underworld goddess. She is said to stir a cauldron, making herbal magical brews. Legend tells of Gwion, a boy left in charge to stir the cauldron's potion, who accidentally splashed it. He sucked the 3 drops off his thumb, and from that potion he was bestowed knowledge and magic of the goddess' shape-shifting skills. Sheridan was angry. Yeah, they will be very angry, and chased Gwion. They both shape-shifted into many a manner of animals to escape, until eventually Gwion was eaten by Sheridan, but his life force merged with hers, and she became pregnant with his essence. So there will be babies born that will prove what is being said. And there may be servants that come out and with their stories, put it that way. She could not bear to give the child up, but he was set upon the water, where he was later found and adopted. So we've seen that story before, haven't we, with Moses and others. It is said that he grew up to be the famous Taliesin. On drawing the Sheridan card, a transformation is likely. There it is. If you are not already beginning one. First, it is necessary to gather the correct ingredients and place them in the mixing pot, being careful to ensure everything is placed in the correct time, which may mean certain astrological points. So we've got Scorpio, we've got Pisces, we've got Libra, we've got small amount of Sagittarius, we've got Virgo, we've got Neptune in Pisces. Transformation can be welcomed and sometimes not, but one thing remains certain: nothing will be the same afterwards, and this is usually a good thing. no matter how you might perceive it at the time. Just as the story of shapeshifting goes, so too is it important to shapeshift to be adaptable to every situation. What in your life can you apply this to, and where do you need to adapt or adopt a change, a different way of being? Look at each situation and decide what qualities you need most to navigate your way through. It's about thinking and doing things differently, and that magician does. He changes his mind. His mindset. He believes. It's about thinking and doing differently in order to obtain a different outcome than normal. What magic will you put into your cauldron? It's also known as the moon goddess, another significant sign of cycles and change. Everything right now is in a state of flux. The only constant in life is change. A time to roll with the flow and look at yourself and your life and see what needs to change, needs to move, needs to grow. Let it in. Movement and growth. The wheel and the wild. Let it in. Do not resist this. This is the gift of change. What are you ready to create? That's manifestation. The magician, you manifest your own reality by your thoughts, words. So, if you are not honest right now, trust me, there will be a price to pay. And it may cost you, it may rock your world, but you have to be honest. And there's Bridget. February the 1st and 2nd, St. Bridget's Day, the day that we started the page in the first place. And we have to go to sleep thinking of Bridget. So take a good look at her. There she is. Out of the flames. She's a triple aspect goddess. Her sacred flame was kept burning in Ireland. Her outstretched wings brush the earth with love. So Ireland may start this first. The arts and crafts, creating a good harvest, healthy babies, healing of emotions and physical wounds, bringing it clear sight. There's clear sight. They ask you to nurture your creative talents. That includes the children, because you create them. Whether it be a vegetable plot in your womb, in the arts or crafts, indeed in any situation you find yourself, you can invite Bridget with her creativity to help you make new from old. Bridget encourages you to see what can be done in any situation, what the potential is, and perhaps you were not aware of before. So go to sleep thinking of her, and perhaps she will visit you in your dreams, bringing your inspiration, new ideas, and creative solutions. Traditionally, she also brings relief from long-standing health concerns, particularly those to do with the eyes and vision. So finally, you see clearly. Bridget was a very good confidant of mine for many years. She was an actual person. I'm not talking about the goddess. One of my best friend's mums. She was there for me through thick and thin. So I trust Bridget with my life, and so should you. She was Irish. She was flaxen haired as well. And she nurtured her kids, of which there were many. So that's what we do. Because children are our future. We won't be here forever. And there it is, the lizard and the pitcher plant. stagnation. That's where we are, and we must make sure that now we grow. The 12, do not sacrifice yourself and others to keep the peace. 12, you may feel like your arm's been chopped off, but it will regrow according to the Spirit. This is it. The carnivorous picture plant traps its prey within its leaves. The lizard, so the dog-eat-dog thing, the lizard, which may occasionally find itself ensnared in a picture plant's trap, has come to represent death and resurrection. And we've got it twice. There it is. Death and resurrection. So we started with it. We didn't particularly go looking for it. We didn't want it, but it's happening. As it possesses the unique ability to drop its tail when stuck. So some slippery characters will get away with this. A new tail could grow in the old one's place, though it's never quite the same as the original. Upright, you may be feeling stuck, frozen in place, yes, trapped by shame, blame, guilt, but if you have some knowledge, you have to speak. Without escape, reflect on the lizard's ability to shed and regrow its tail. Shed a skin. The past is over. There may be things in your life that you can leave behind and things you can't, but you must be honest about them. Make way for new growth. What can you drop in order to feel like you are moving forward again? Honesty was the only thing it will set you free. The truth. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.